Seems a little small though. Hold on. Let me try opening it in Windows mode, maybe. Hold on. Or actually, I could just stretch it out a little bit. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't look too stretched out. No, it looks good. Does it look too stretched out to you, or does it look fine? Hi, Cooper. Welcome in. I don't want to botch the quality of the game by having it too stretched out. Looks good? Okay. Edith Finch. How do I...
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Okay, I can zoom with shift. Okay.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
This game is very pretty.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
But Cooper, how are you doing today?
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
It's a very interesting house. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, actually.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This is a very interesting set of... This is a very interesting house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Missing. If you have information about Milton, call the Orcas Island Police Department. Milton Finch.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
So it doesn't unlock the front door. There must be like a side door or something. Because that door's not open. It's a garage door. But it's probably a door over here. Yeah. Yeah, what's... Is this something? No, that's just a hole. Oh, we're just going in. We're not going to even try the key.
The doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
So y'all just up and left, huh?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Flavors of India, tasting Thailand, flour, saltwater, yeast, Fanny Farmer Jr. Cookbook, the Book of Mushrooms, The Smoke in the Forest, Pie for Piper, Cosmic Cuisine, The Pleasures of Japanese Cooking. Lots of cookbooks. I can never cook.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie. That's a lot of that's a lot of salmon or tuna or what is it? There's a lot of canned fish.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Jeez, what happened to cause you all just to book it like that? Hi, Haru. Welcome in.
After Milton disappeared,
How are you
Mom sealed up all
doing?
the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
You know, I didn't check to make sure the sound was going. Okay, yeah, the sound's going. Welcome in, Haru. I hope you're having a good day.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Interesting choice of decor, honestly. Definitely not for me. Okay. I want to explore most of the house before I continue on. Did I go in here? Milton. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I know this key probably won't work, huh? Oh. No, it works. 20,000 leagues
my mom
under
was
the
really
sea.
good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Well, I wanna go. There's another door down here. I wanna go look at that. Where was that door? Oh yeah, I didn't look in this either, did I?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Where was that door? I know I saw a door around here. There's this door. There it is.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, so key doesn't fit. But I want to go in the basement. Okay, so... Oh yeah, should I... is there a way to unlock this? No. Okay. I keep thinking I can sprint with shift, but that's the zoom. Or I can zoom in. Okay, this way. Okay. Climbing on in.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Saving. Oh, we're in
I grew
Molly's
up
room.
looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Molly.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh no. Did you eat something you shouldn't have? Oh god. I thought about
eating Christopher, but I held back.
no, eat Christopher. Oh my god, back away from Christopher. Don't eat Christopher.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Oh boy. So dark.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
I don't know if that was good for you to eat. Okay, back to bed you go. Nope. Okay.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh no. Oh no.
I ate a lot of things that night.
So you're not supposed to eat those. Those are like poisonous. Uh-oh.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? I don't like where this is going. Actually, I'm scared. Welcome
I
in.
gobbled her up,
Oh,
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I'm doing pretty good. I've never played this game before. I have heard about it, but I've never really played it, so I decided I'd play it today.
Rabbits.
Okay, how do I? Oh, this is so horrible.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh,
I swallowed
okay.
him up, and I didn't shoot him.
Oh, the
Then
buddy.
I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh. Okay. Oh my god. The bunny.
A mama rabbit.
Oh no. Not the mama.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Well, that makes no sense. What's a shark doing out of water? What the heck? What is going on? Oh no.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh,
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I don't like this. Oh, this is horrible. Oh my god.
I grabbed on tight. I
Oh.
was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh my gosh. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, Jin. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you need to get a drink, get a snack, get some rest, go ahead and do that. I understand streams are long, streams are hard, but welcome in. What game were you playing, Jin? You're on the verge of strangling someone? Who? Who are you playing on strangling? You were playing Elden Ring? Oh my gosh, well welcome in. For yourself? Why do you want to strangle yourself? Don't do that. But for the ones who don't know me, I am Luna Souls. You can just call me Luna. I'm a variety streamer. I play horror games and cozy games. I mainly do prefer horror games, but I occasionally like to play the cozy games. But welcome in, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. What is this? What is going on? What is this? Am I an octopus? How do I?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Finch Fishing Company. Do I go this way, I think? Tentacles. Oh gosh. I don't.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Are you about to eat someone? No way. No way. Nuh-uh. No way. Are you about to eat someone? I don't think. All right. Oh my God, we just ate someone. That is. Oh my God.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
What do we do with a drunken sailor? What would we do with the very slippery sounds? Drunken sailor, what will you do with the drunken sailor? What will you do with the drunken sailor? This is horrible. This isn't cozy at all. This is horrible. Ew. I don't like this. I thought it was cozy, Haru. But this seems like a nightmare. Oh God, hold on.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled
Cozy if you like killing, I
something
guess.
I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh. Oh boy.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh boy.
I got closer and closer.
Oh hey look, it's my room. It's going pretty good. I'm going on a killing spree, I guess. Oh no.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
All the Finches. We got Edith, Milton, Lewis, Sanjay, Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Sam. Oh, a lot of big family tree. Molly was hungry. Oh, look, a kitty.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Built in 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I think you should take a break from. I think I should take a break from Elden Ring for a while. Yeah, like it's good to take breaks once in a while, especially if you think you're not having fun or you just
One
would like
summer,
to take
they
a break. So
evacuated
yeah,
the island,
you should
but
definitely take a break
Edie
if you feel
refused
it.
to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Grandma, a celebrity?
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Look at some VHS tapes.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Did she have a lot of birds? Zerpy, 1992, 1995. Furpy, 1988 to 19... They didn't live very long. Purpley, Lurpy, Rob, Burpy, Bob. And then apparently you have no name. Verb. Oh, what's anything over
Even
here?
in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ooh. This
The
is
only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
This is interesting choice in decor. Ugly, but interesting.
It was a pretty big trace.
Carpet in the bathroom, yes. I don't know. That some people have carpet in their bathroom. I don't know why. I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me feel gross. And this is ooh. Why? Why? Well, first of all, I don't like pink. Everything is pink. Second of all, this looks horrendous. Coco would love it. She would. She would. What's this?
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Lewis, 1988 to 2010. Thank you for the head pats, Neryl. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day.
Her room was like a museum.
Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. Odin Finch.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son.
You have come for a hug? Okay. Hug, hug, hug. Welcome in. Oh, I've got to stretch. Hold on. Oh, okay.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, how do I escape that? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I leave? Cause I already watched this. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. I just have to press the S. Why does your chest hurt,
Whatever's
Jen?
wrong with
You
this
okay?
family, it goes back a long ways.
Saving. You don't know anymore? Definitely, well, I know it's expensive. I would say definitely, probably, if you keep feeling chest pains, get it checked out. Because it could be something completely like minor, but it also could be something serious. So if you feel like if it keeps going for a while, I would definitely get that checked out. You didn't hit him? Are you sure, Neryl? Look, if I did, he probably deserved it. I mean, probably. At least happens once a week. It's probably nothing. Well, you never know. You never know. Is that all for here? Looks like it
Edie
can.
knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Great-grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
Okay, I'm just gonna start walking in stuff until something happens. Am I talking about the OCs you sent me? Because I loved all of them. But if you're talking about your OCs, if I had to pick a favorite, it'd probably be the last one that you sent me. Is that the one is that what you're talking about, Neryl? I may be misunderstanding. Yeah. I like how she looks. Are you surprised by my answer? Did I do good? Did I pass? She's your least favorite? Really? I think it's the art style for me is what I really like the art style. She's your least favorite. Oh, wow. Well, she's my favorite. Yeah, she's really pretty. I think it's the color and the art style, because I'm really a big fan of like art styles. Like there's some art styles like I'm just like I'm very particular on art styles. But yeah, she's my favorite. I want to see, would I have a second favorite? Trying to look. Would I have a second favorite? We're going off course, guys. I'm sorry. Now I'm looking some more at the art of his OCs that he sent me. I think my next favorite would probably be anyone but the one he likes would be hilarious. I think, how do you say it? Lunasa? Lunasa? The dragon goddess of autumn and harvest? Is very pretty. And last but not least, I think it would probably be Alxos, the sun god. But I think my most favorite is Talamira. I just like how she looks in her art style. She's really pretty. I love the pastels. Okay, yeah. All right. We were getting off course. Okay, let's continue on. Okay. Tales from Beyond, Mummies, Bird. Oxygen tank, shark, walker. Oh my god, Jin. I feel like I'm missing something here. Okay, I'm missing something here. Is there something else in the bathroom I'm missing? Is it possible to get stuck in a part in this game? Oh, there we go. Key. There's a secret in this bathroom by Seven and Eddie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Calvin Finch. Picture of himself. Mitten. Eat the banana. No. What is this? It's roped off like a museum. Fort Sam. Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Get the frick out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. No Minecraft for you, Jin. Narrow bonkum.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I was behind a bit. Just refresh. Come on. Don't be behind. Be a slacker.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Do what? Also, this is making me a little dizzy. Jeez.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Is he gonna... Oh, God.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Is he gonna, like...
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Uh-oh.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, God.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
What is this game? Who puts a tree swing on a cliff? Maybe they just didn't think that was gonna
After the
happen.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yay!
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
He just wanted to fly, and he did. Oh my God! Can I join? It's about family death. Yay! Can I join the family? No, Jen. No. Oh my God. This is horrible. Because, Jin, you're not dying today. If you join this family, you die.
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
Don't make me
They'd
sick narrow
obviously
on
been
you.
built for smaller hands and bellies.
Hold on. So that's an entranceway, okay. do it, he won't.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Barbara.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Is that a cake? What is that? Barb Street. Barbara, 1944, 1960.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it
No,
The
don't eat the
Surprise
cake.
Ending of Barbara Finch.
Don't eat the cake. It's old.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents
But I'm hungry. No, Jen, don't eat it.
From the basement.
He's fine.
You're right.
He's not fine.
Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to
This
look for
voice
him
gives me Golem
right
vibes.
on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh my god. No.
Rick? Are you okay? This isn't funny.
Michael Myers music? What?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh. Well, there's a saw.
Oh, it's rattled and thirsty.
killed you.
Scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Cozy game vibes, right?
Later.
Yeah, totally.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick...
That was the most
Walter.
unconvincing scream ever. Am I getting copyrighted for this music? You shouldn't? Okay. I don't want them coming after me. Well, this is like Michael Myers music they use. This is the music they use for Michael Myers. So I'm assuming they have copyrights on it.
Vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned
The hash slinging slasher.
and was speechless. He was quite certain. Because he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Ooh. More. Yes. Watch it being like, watch it, wonder if it was her, like her boyfriend or something. And now like, she just killed him.
The hookman had vanished.
Never
She
mind.
listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
She literally.
She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
She murdered people?
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Jolly Wally was a scared baby boy. Oh my god. So, that's horrible. Which means I can get into...
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Which means I can get into the basement.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Alright, time to go to the basement. Man, so far everyone has died in this family. You can see where they fixed it.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
No, Jen. Bad Jen. Get in the corner. Bad Jen.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Now I'm gonna lay on the floor and hope someone drops something sharp. You're gonna get smacked. I'm gonna make Nero smack you. Bad Jen.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What's that noise? It's so dark, I can't even see.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It looks like someone planned like a end of the world bunker. Oh my god, it's Jeff. Oh no.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Peaches.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Let's not do anything rash here. Red.
I know it's out
tomatoes.
There somewhere.
Hot take, but I
Whatever
think
killed
Edie's a
Barbara.
murder. You know what? Yeah, because Edie's been mentioned every single time.
And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Yeah, right?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Are you gonna get hit by a train?
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single
Chin.
I'd be happy.
Get off the tracks.
I
Don't-
can already imagine the sun on my face.
I fucking called it. Oh my god.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Jen. No. Oh my god. So, oh, I didn't mean to do. Everyone's died so far.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Sounds like she has her reasons.
The same mistakes she made.
Ooh.
trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Is the family like cursed or something?
And found out what happened to everyone else.
Because it seems like everyone in this family has
but now I'm worried
died.
The stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Who put the chairs there?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
I don't think the curse thing is just a cover story. Edie uses to commit her heinous crimes so she can have a flicker of the spotlight. She uses the deaths to make a story and then sell it. That's what I think. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Hold on. Just a second. Let me check something. Do I have one? No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have a crying state for this model. Your eyes were closed for so long, I thought your model changed. No. Oh my god.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. You look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
We still have a few left, don't we?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh. Well,
it's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Well, yeah. Have you watched Pet Cemetery? Oh yeah, the pets never survived that long either. Why aren't we at the house anymore? I don't know. Honestly.
My fault.
We've got Zerpy, we got Lurpy, we got Furpy, we got Chirpy, we got Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr., Christopher, Bob, Oliver, Shadow, Shatatsi, Bailey. Why are they named Derpy? It's a scary film. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Yeah, because she murdered everyone.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Why are we not in the house anymore? That's what I want to know. Okay, so I saw what I needed to see over here.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam,
Her dad
Gus,
had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save
Gregory.
her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Lewis.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
My underwater base. Who
There's so
broke the
many
block?
things I wish I could ask my mom now.
I did.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Why you're what? Oh my god, why are you climbing? Free XP. Oh my god. Why are you climbing 22 weeks pregnant? You're crazy. You're insane.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Is that Grandpa? Is that Gramps?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
I didn't mean to do that.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Nothing quite like being outside.
Where's my daughter?
Aw.
Do you think a pregnant lady is able to be considered a mech driven by use? Oh no.
Oop. A little more gas in the tank, I guess.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done?
What am I supposed to be taking pictures of here?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Does it sound like I'm done because it's harder to assert dominance?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a
Dad!
good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Yeah. Survival of
Keep
the
yourself
fittest.
squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Don!
Oh my god. Yeah, take a selfie while your daughter's like crying in the background.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Dawn, I'm so proud of you because you killed a man that wasn't a deer, that was in a deer costume. Oh my god, she watched her dad die. That's horrible. I wasn't ready yet. I wanted to look a little further. I didn't look fully. Ew.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Airline ticket.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay, I'm going in.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
If you become friends with Death, he'll leave you alone a bit more because he's chill like that. Unless you're, when I would play Sims, I would try to, like, get with the Grim Reaper. I would try to romance him. Good times. I don't like where this is going. Raise flag, breakfast, quiet time, jump rope.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Hey, Grim Reaper, you want a bang? Absolutely, I do.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Fly to India, Don Finch. Might be time for me to...
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton. Time, Sage, Lewis.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
I feel like I should probably have like looked at that one. Hold on. I don't want to go too far. I haven't looked at everything. No, down. Go down. No, down. There we go. I was worried I was going to be able to come back down. I didn't look at this.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus.
Who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Crash out.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Did he get struck by lightning?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Or was it like a tornado or some shit?
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to us was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
My God. Kai married Demasi.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. It sure made him happy. silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I would have just ignored the phone and just dealt with my kid first, but I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't understand anything.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I can't imagine losing a child like that. Or just in general, losing a child. I've played Subnautica once before, but I never finished it.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I keep blasting ahead without looking sometimes. I don't think there's anything.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Hold on, I'm gonna stretch real quick. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. I haven't been drinking my water. Don't tell Coca though. She'll probably drown me if she hears. Thank you for the stretch redeem, Jen, and the head pats. And the posture check. I needed that. And the hydrate. I already gotcha. Thank you so much. Okay. So I can't go up here now. And the head pats again. Thank you, Jen.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Popeye's combo, no biscuit. How do I? Thank you for the hydrate, Cooper. I will get right on that.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Me too. I wish I could make a cool book.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh my gosh, Cooper. Thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh. With Prime, thank you so much for subscribing. And we hit our sub goal of 10. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Cooper. I really appreciate it. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, you probably should get dressed for bed, Jen. It's pretty late for you, isn't it? Isn't it like 1 a.m. for you? It's 11 p.m. That's close enough. Yeah, you should definitely get ready for bed. Get in the habit of going to bed early. I'm assuming I'm supposed to go this way. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. What am I supposed to be doing? You've been up since 6 a.m.? Yeah, you need to go to bed. You need to get some sleep. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what that is. Oh, Dawn. Well, there's nothing for Dawn. I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing something.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
I'm almost out of my sleepy time drink mix. That means I can try other flavors soon. Ooh, what flavor is the one you have now? Grape others raspberry sorbet, and I'm curious about it. Ooh, you'll have to let me know how it is. You love grape stuff? No, I don't think that's good for your teeth. I definitely don't think that's good for your teeth. That's very bad for your teeth, actually. You shouldn't. I don't think you should do that. Oh, you're fine, Jen. You're totally fine. Don't worry about it. I hope your weekend gets better.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Began to what?
wander. I asked him to describe it.
Also, mind till I get new pencils before I use the magnifier you got me? That's totally fine. Use it when you can, or when you're able to.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
And yes, I am going to make a comic about you first. No, Jen, you don't have to. Use it for whatever you want.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery, I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Did you accidentally chop his hand off or something?
It seemed very promising at first.
Yes, Luna, take my love and appreciation and become a funny comic. No, I don't need love.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Aww, puppy. This is difficult to do while trying to do the other.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all
not
in his
real.
imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
You don't need it, but it'll be nice to have, and I'm gonna give it to you if we ever meet in person. Aww.
New Louisville.
How do I... oh god, steering is horrible here. Oh, steer.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Just remember it'll look like shit. No, it won't, Jen.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of
a beautiful prince, a handsome queen. Handsome queen?
Handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
sinister servants.
Sinister serpents.
Sinister. 'Cause, 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 'c
followed the sound of her.
Silver harp. She's a queen.
Silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
He's gonna chop his hand off.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Aww. Hey, Eugene, that's so sweet.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
He's become a queen's consort.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him.
Fish.
That the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
He became a fish.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Hi, Chill. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, you're a fish now.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Did you gotta kill someone? Oh no, I know what's happening here. You're not even cutting fish.
I still thought I could save him.
Yeah.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
What?
A wise calico who'd insisted on advising him.
What's up? Everyone's just so happy. Yes, the drug trip.
Holding his crown.
Everyone.
There was only one thing left to do.
Oh no.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So these are all the people that have died so far. Except for Edith. Edith is still alive. And I think I'm Edith. Okay, yeah, enjoy your lurk.
On the
Hope
way
you
back
enjoy the
from
game.
Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very
I
specific.
left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our
I'm
last...
not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground, there'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, she passed away? I think she passed away after giving birth. Story by Giant Sparrow from Shirley Dallas. I don't know if I missed anything, but because I know we had a few things left to fill out. But, well, I don't know if that was the case or not, but this game. I don't know, I'm kind of, I don't know, speechless, I guess? This game had a lot of emotions going on. And a lot of death. It also shows, like, you know, you only have one life, and to, like, you know, don't be afraid. And just do what you want to do. Because you never know when your last moments are going to be. Dang, didn't have to make me contemplate everything like that game. Yeah. Oh, puppy. But that was a good game. Very sad, but that was a good game. Oh my god, look at the baby. Well, that was very good. Very good and very sad. That's not a baby, that's Kyle. The end.